Maku. Hello, little friends. Come join the worm parade. Ready to wiggle? Wiggle, wiggle, little worm. Squirm and twist and turn. Wiggle left, wiggle right. Dancing in the morning light. Wiggle under flower leaves. Peek out slow and say hee hee. Stretch up high, touch the sky. Wave hello as worms go by. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Join the worm parade. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Best dance ever made. Left and right, up and down. Worms are wiggling all around. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Say it loud, hooray! Wiggle with the worms today. Tiny hats and happy smiles. Worms are marching garden miles. Squirming fast, squirming slow. Watch the wiggly dancers go. Flowers bounce to every beat. Tap your hands and tap your feet. Turn around, wiggle low. Let your happy wiggles show. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Join the worm parade. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Best dance ever made. Left and right, up and down. Worms are wiggling all around. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Say it loud, hooray! Wiggle with the worms today. Can you wiggle fast? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Can you wiggle slow? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Can you wiggle high? Reach up to the sky. Can you wiggle low? Down, down, down we go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Join the worm parade. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Best dance ever made. Clap your hands, stomp the ground. Happy wiggles all around. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hip, hip, hooray! We wiggle in the worm parade. Maku Maku. Twinkle star jumps up so high, bouncing, bouncing through the sky. Come with me, the star will say. Let's find shapes along the way. Circle hill and circle ground. Round and round they roll around. Spin and roll, shout with me. What's that shape? Circle we. Shape adventure, come and see. Clap your hands and count with me. Circle, square, triangle, two. Learning shapes is fun to do. Jump and spin, shout hooray. Find the shapes along the way. Circle, square, triangle, two. Magic shapes for me and you. Square house standing tall and bright. Four straight sides are just right. Tap the corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. Squares are strong from floor to door. Square window, square kite high. Floating gently in the sky. Look and point, shout with flair. What's that shape? It's a square! Shape adventure, come and see. Clap your hands and count with me. Circle, square, triangle, two. Learning shapes is fun to do. Jump and spin, shout hooray. Find the shapes along the way. Circle, square, triangle, two. Magic shapes for me and you. Triangle, mountain, tall and wide. Three sharp corners, side to side. Pointy top up in the blue. Count the sides, 1, 2, 3. Triangle, trees and sails that glide. Sailing on the ocean tide. Look up high, shout with glee. What's that shape? Triangle, we! Shape adventure, clap with me. Shout the shape so happily. Circle, square, triangle, two. Magic shapes for me and you. Round and strong and pointy bright. Shapes are everywhere in sight. Circle, square, triangle, play. Magic shapes for me and you.
On a bright, sunny afternoon, a curious boy named Maku was playing in his backyard. The grass was green, the flowers were blooming, and the warm sunshine made the whole yard feel like a place full of adventure. Maku loved pretending to be many things. Sometimes he was an explorer, sometimes a space pilot, and today he was something very exciting, a dragon trainer. Standing proudly on a small rock, Maku imagined giant dragons flying through the sky while he bravely trained them to be strong and friendly. Nearby, his friends Leela and Benji watched his playful imagination with smiles. Suddenly, something tiny moved in the grass near a small rock. The three friends leaned closer to look. Slowly, a tiny green lizard peeked out from behind the rock. Its small eyes blinked in the sunlight as it carefully stepped onto the warm ground. Maku's imagination instantly sparked with excitement. To him, this wasn't just a small creature. It was a baby dragon waiting to be trained. Very gently, Maku picked up the tiny lizard and held it carefully in his hands. The little creature stayed calm, looking around with curious eyes. The friends quickly decided that a dragon needed a proper training place. Soon, they began building a tiny training arena using toy blocks, sticks, and a small cardboard castle. The backyard slowly transformed into the world's smallest dragon training ground. The first lesson was flying. Maku carefully placed the little lizard at the top of a small toy ramp. Everyone watched closely, expecting something amazing to happen. Instead of flying, the tiny lizard simply walked down the ramp and hid under a leaf. The next lesson was fire breathing. The friends waited hopefully, but the little lizard only blinked quietly and flicked its tiny tongue. Just then, their robot friend Bobo rolled across the grass. With a cheerful beep, Bobo projected a glowing hologram into the air. Suddenly, a giant dragon appeared above the backyard, flapping its wings and breathing bright, fiery flames. The glowing dragon looked powerful and magical. But down on the ground, the tiny lizard calmly climbed onto Maku's red sneaker. As Maku looked down, he noticed how small and gentle the little creature really was. At that moment, he began to realize something important. The tiny animal might not be a dragon after all, but that didn't make it any less special. Instead of trying to train the lizard, the friends decided to do something kind. They gathered leaves, sticks, and small pebbles to build a cozy little home near the rock where the lizard had first appeared. Soon, the tiny creature had a safe and comfortable place to rest in the warm sunshine.
He blinked. Did you see?
Bobo happily projected a glowing crown above the little lizard as if it were a tiny king of the backyard. The friends laughed together as the small creature climbed onto a rock and enjoyed the sunlight. Sometimes things are not what we imagine them to be, but even the smallest creatures can be wonderful in their own special way. And sometimes the best adventures come from learning to appreciate the little surprises waiting right in our own backyard. From that day on, Maku and his friends had a new tiny friend to visit whenever they played outside. Not a dragon, but something just as amazing. A little lizard who became the quiet hero of their backyard adventures.
Hey kids, subscribe to Maku Maku TV. Like and comment too. See you!